Hi, everyone. My name is Tammy. I'm your visual brand startup coach, and I'm the owner of Creative Expressions Visual Brand Services. And I just want to rap to you guys about brand and branding. Uh, it's a very, very important topic, especially for those that are business owners and that promote your business on a regular basis. So I just want to share some nuggets here, hoping that this information, will help you. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. And so I'm gonna just start off. I'm just gonna just start off with brand. So brand and branding are sort of related, but it has a similar meaning, in terms of application wise. But they basically are like the link, the chain. They kind of, go together. So we're gonna start talking about brand, and I'm gonna talk about two types of brands, because we have a traditional way of thinking about brand, and then we also have a contemporary way of thinking about brand. So, but I'm gonna go to the traditional, and of course, the traditional branding is has to do with your logo, the colors that you choose um, for your company. So the logo, the color, the design um, that you particularly choose for your business identity. So basically, that is the traditional way of thinking about brand. I'm also going to quick. I will come back to the contemporary way, but I'm gonna go ahead and move forward with branding, because branding is a way in which a company markets their products and services. You don't market like your friend, and she shouldn't market like you, because you have a probably most likely you have a totally different business. And even if you had the same business, you still wouldn't market like your friend, and she wouldn't be marketing like you. So branding is a way in which a company markets their products and services. And I'm going to talk about three things, key points that you will notice when it comes to someone's brand, when they're branding. Okay? Because when you're branding, this is my opinion, I believe that your unique proposition ties into your brand when you're branding and your brand. It ties, in your branding, it ties into that. And I'm going to talk about what a unique proposition is, basically, what makes you unique from your competitors. You got the same skincare company, you got the same web design company. What makes you different? That's your unique proposition. So when you are branding, your unique proposition, when you're branding in terms of advertising your brand, your unique proposition should all be tied into your, when you're marketing, it should all be tied into that. And I'm going to talk about language. I'm going to talk about language. And that's basically, just for example, what do you actually stand for in your company? That's why you need to have a mission statement, and a vision statement, because you don't just make these mission statements up and these vision statements up for no reason. Like, you have to be able to stand behind your mission. And, because that's how you can identify a true person that has passion behind starting their business. Because some people, they just throw businesses up. But when you have a story behind how you got started, you stand behind your mission statement, because that is all going to tie into your branding. When you're branding, okay, that language, it should be there. We stand for this in our company. And so when you're marketing, you want to put that information into your advertisement, so that your target audience can recognize you. My vision statement is that we are cost effective. We make the dreams of startups and small businesses come true. That is what I stand on in my mission. Like, I don't go against that. So when customers come to me, they can get work, they can afford to get the services that I have. Whether it's making a payment arrangement or a special payment plan, we're cost effective, making the dreams of startups and small businesses come true. So those are the people that are going to be coming my way, because hey, they may not have 10,000 or 5,000 to put up front on something, or whatever the case is, whatever that particular thing, particular service costs, or whatever the case is. I'm just using it as an example. So you have to stand behind your mission, because that all ties into your brand, and when you are branding, I'm going to say that it all ties in, your mission statement. I revise mine, because as you grow in business, you're going to revise things, so the language, should be consistent. If you stand for a particular thing, your audience should be able to see that in your marketing campaign, your marketing, your advertisement. They need to see that, so, and also when you think about, just like your tag, you have a tagline, all of that ties in to branding. You have a specific tagline that you use in your business. That has to be tied into that too. I'm also going to talk about special designs, symbols, and logos. When you are marketing, you those items should be visible in your marketing, because that is part of your brand, and you want your customers, your potential customers, to become familiar with your brand. So it's good to promote, sometimes promote your logo sometimes, so that people get to know that's you. It's good to have it, physically on the promotion that you are promoting. Whatever you're sharing, you have that visible logo there, because you want people to be able to recognize, identify brand identity. So, and so in terms of, I just spoke about unique proposition. Your unique proposition, like I said, what makes you different from your competitors. So whatever's unique about your brand, that needs to also be tied in to your marketing. What makes you different. And your difference might be, because you have a skincare company, your difference might be the fact that yours is chemical free. That may be I'm sorry, not chemical free. Your unique proposition, not necessarily chemical free, but I was going to say something else. Your unique proposition might be the fact that you have a skincare company, and you sell those skincare items, but you also have a delivery. You do a delivery or something. You do something that the next person doesn't do, meaning that, people buy offline, but you also do you do deliveries at the most at the most difficult times that other people won't do it. You do deliveries, on holidays. You do deliveries 24 hours. You got a 24-hour delivery service that you stand by, for your customers. So that's part of your brand. That is part of your branding. That's part of branding and identifying, making, and also it because your brand is unique. Is a unique brand. So all of that unique proposition, guys, really ties in to your branding. It really ties into your branding, and it needs to be, it needs to be identified in your marketing campaigns and your social media or whatever you do. It needs to be visible and it needs to be applied. Somebody else needs to be able to see that, wow, that, what, I bought something from this company and they stood on this. They gave me blah 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 blah. So that unique proposition and your brand travels to other people. Like it literally travels. So when you, and so that's why I'm getting into now the I talked about the traditional way of branding. I'm also talking about the new way, the contemporary view on branding. And that brand has everything to do with you, because you are, it's no longer saying that just the logos is the brand, but you are the brand. Brand has changed over the years, because in the beginning, years ago, that's people always focus on the colors, the this, the that. But now people are focusing on you, and so before you even open your mouth, you represent your brand. You don't even have to say anything. People, you represent your brand. I don't care what it is, the way you, whatever, the way you talk, the way you look, the way you deal with customers, the way you deal with problems in your business, the way you handle, the way your customer services, all of that is brand. And that is the reason why people don't do well with in their business, because they have no clue of understanding that they are actually the brand. Robert, hi. They are actually the brand themselves. Because the minute you get nasty with me, I ain't buying nothing from you. I'm turned off. The minute you lose patience with me, or the minute you make a mistake and you choose not to fix it, oh, that's your brand, baby. Because you know what? That person is going to go out the door, or whenever they get off of that phone, honey, they're going to go talk about what happened, the experience that they had with your brand, which is you. Because we think, because we're so talented in what we do, that we think that can't affect our money in our pocket. Oh, yes, it will. Oh, yes, it will. And I will say that when you're new in business, sometimes we got to learn the hard way. And sometimes you just don't know and you make mistakes. You don't just do it. Hopefully you're just not doing it on purpose, because some people, they just nasty altogether. And they think that somebody going to keep buying from them, and that's just not going to be the case. We all make mistakes, but if you make a couple mistakes, please clear it up. please try to fix it, And I'm like this, look, I'll give you whatever. I'll give you your money back, or I'm going to do something. I'm doing something to help fix the situation if I can. Now, there's some situations where people try to get over on you, and you don't have to be a fool for somebody. You don't have to be a fool for somebody. You know the difference, And like they say, don't be a doormat for somebody to just walk on you. Because people will take advantage just because they know you're in business. They want to come at you and try to see what they can do or get from you or whatever the case is. No, don't even try it. That's why you got LLC, but that's why you should have LLC behind your name and business insurance, okay? Shoot. But like I said, so basically I just wanted to wrap with you. And also some of you, I would say some of you don't have a unique proposition. You don't have a unique proposition. And it's funny, some of you don't have one, and you really need to think about developing one in your business, and really you should have done this in your business plan. You should have done this in your business plan. So you need to find out, because your unique proposition makes you stand out among your competitors. Your unique proposition will make you stand out because, they're going to be like, look, I'm coming down to Tammy's business because you know what? They give you, you get a free gift certificate, when you particularly enter into this program or this educational whatever program that they have. They give everybody free gifts. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got something unique that you do that nobody else does in your business, and that is what makes people say, like, I gotta get down there. When I get my massages done, you know what they do? They give me extra this. They put this on my feet and they put this. And you know what? It makes it even softer, or, it's something that you do that no one else does. That is your unique proposition. That's your unique. Because I know for me, my vision for my company, basically is that we make the dreams of startups and small businesses come true. We're cost effective. That meant to put that at the end. We're we make the dreams of startups and small businesses come true, and we are cost effective. So that means that when you come to us, you're going to get, there's no way you can be turned away on the financial end, because we're going to work something out for you so that we can make your dreams come true. That is what we stand for. We stand on that. It doesn't mean that we're so dirt cheap. No, it doesn't mean that. It just means that we work with you so that we can make it happen for you. So that's our vision statement. In terms of that's our vision statement. And I had just, to be honest with you, I had just not rebranded, but I had just changed my business name. I was called Creative Expressions Picture Video Service. That was my name for just about 7 years. That was my name, and I just recently changed my name to Creative Expressions Visual Brand Services LLC, which is totally a whole different name. We still kept part of the name, but when you say picture video service and visual brand services, it's a whole different ball game. So when I was under picture video service, that means people saw me as, okay, let me get my video production. That's all they kind of saw me for. But they didn't know in the background that I was doing other visual services for people, such as web design, social media marketing. I was doing some graphic design, some basic graphics design I was doing for people. I'm not saying that I am a graphic designer. I have some people in my circle that I know I can call on for those services, for specialized services. But so I had to change my name so that people can see my full brand of what I do. Some of you are operating under a name that people don't recognize everything that you do. And what it's doing is you're leaving money on the table. You're leaving money on the table because you outgrew the name that you initially started out with. So they don't really know that you do all these other services that may be connected to the main thing that you're doing in your business. So you need to broaden it. You were specific. Now you need to make it broader. Come up with a broader name so people can know, hey, I can go to her for this. I can go for her for this and this and that. And I was so glad I did. I just did it. And so I got my name stuff. My name came back from the state. I was so glad. I'm actually getting a new logo. My designer is working on my logo. She did a fantastic job on it. So she's trying to fine tune it, so I'll be able to start using it and, using my brand. So it's very, it's very important, to have that physical identity too, because that's what you want people to be able to recognize, that is you, that's your business, so basically, like I was just saying, having those names, are very important, having a name that is going to represent everything that you do. Is very, very important, because people, like I said, that's why people never really came to me for web design and other services, because they thought that all I did was video, creative expressions, picture video service. They figured that I did photographing and video, basically, because, so really think about your name. Think about the name that you have, and if it's not representing fully what you do, you might need to change it. It's no big deal, and it's no big deal. And it's not. You just need to change it. I've seen few people over the pandemic that are my associates, people that I follow, and I had noticed that certain ones that changed their business name. I saw another girl. She had a bakery. It was called what's the name of it? Irresistible Cookie, and that was the name of her business, Irresistible Cookie. Because I'm pretty sure that was the only thing she was doing when she first started the business. She was just doing cookies. Lo and behold, guess what? She started doing cakes and pies and all kinds of stuff. I mean, the girl is excellent. She's in Philadelphia. And, she's so far away from me. I'm I'm on the suburb side. So I'm way away from the side where she's at. And I had wanted to get something from her. And I was like, oh, but by the time she mail it out, I want my stuff fresh, So I had, to find someone that was local. But I just wanted to say that, that she changed her name to her own name. She had she used her name for the name of the bakery. So she changed it to her first name, and then it had bakery at the end. So that lets people know when you got bakery that that means that it's going to cover everything that you do in your brand. Okay? So that's why I said you got to have a broader name for your business, so that people are going to know that you do that. If you say you have a beauty salon, of course, it's not going to just be doing hair. You're going to have nails in there. You're probably going to have someone doing facials, all that stuff. Foot scrubs, pedicures, everything. When you have a beauty salon, so that, could be somebody on doing makeup. You know what I'm saying? You know, so, and also I've seen it even with nails. I had another girl, she, that I used to go to, I think it was called, I don't know if it was Lee's Nails or something, but she basically did nails, but she was also doing, she was doing the eyebrows, and she was doing facials. But the thing is, nobody knew that from looking at the name of her company, nobody really knew she did facials. Like, if you looked at the name of her business, it was called Lee, I think it was called Lee Nails or something like that, But if you naming something that no one would know that unless the people are regular that go there have gotten to know the owner of the company, and they know that the person does nails there and do facials and lashes. So, when you do beauty parlor or salon or beauty something, you're going to get everything under that name. You're going to get everything, and I just wanted to say that because that is part of, your brand. That's part of your brand. So picking the name is very, very important. So when you're selecting a name for your company, it's just that you just can't just throw off any name. You just can't do that. You got to think about all the things you're going to be doing under that name. And the reason why I named my company initially Picture Video Service, I was doing video and picture videos. You know how you use the pictures to make a video? I was doing both of those. So I was able to be covered under both, because sometimes when you say person name their company, a video, whatever, video production something, or videography company or something like that. Sometimes people don't know that you do picture video. You don't do pictures. Because some people would ask, oh, do you do pictures too? They would just ask you that because they don't really know that in terms of the name. Because sometimes people don't do that. They'll tell you, oh, no, we don't do that. We do video. That's it. We don't do pictures. We don't, they don't do anything with pictures or anything. And then you have photographers that do picture videos because they do the photographing, and then they'll put something together like a picture video slide or something like that. If they have the skills to do that. Some of them don't do it. You would have to go somewhere else to get that done. So your name, the name of your business, is key in growing and attracting your target audience. Because I had to, hello everyone that's coming in, I had to, like I just said, I had to change my name. Because if I didn't, I would be leaving money on the table. I would be leaving money on this table. So your brand, the name of your company represents the services that you do. It represents the service you do, and it represents your brand. And so on that note, I'm going to, if there's no questions, I just wanted to share this, and hopefully this has helped somebody. And if you need help with branding your company, or just you need to update some things, you don't know your unique proposition, what makes you unique, or maybe you need to develop one. I'm here to I'm going to be offering free 15-minute business assessments. So if you need help with developing your unique proposition in your business, or maybe you just don't have one at all, or maybe you need help with the branding your company. You just need to tie your mission statement and your vision statement into your marketing. You just don't know how to do it. I'm offering free 15-minute assessments to help you, to show, also to show you, to give you an overview of what I would be doing if you came on as a client, what you would be getting, and how helpful the services would be for you. And like I told y'all, a lot of this is all in should be in your business plan. So basically, if you haven't done one, then you definitely need to be doing a 15-minute free with me, free assessment. So all you have to do is just inbox me, say, hey, I'm interested in a free 15-minute assessment. Hey, please don't do this if you're not serious, because when I come behind you to offer you my time for free, and then you don't answer me or say nothing back to me, that represent your brand. Okay, remember that. Remember that when you are slow to respond back to people, when you're slow to pay people, when you know you're supposed to be paying that person, that represent your brand. And one thing about me, anybody that have done business with me, especially when it's time for me to pay, I'm quick about paying you. I'll be ready to pay you right here, right on the spot. I don't make people wait for their money. Like, I'm not slow to getting back to somebody, because you know why? I don't want people to be slow paying me. Because you know what? That represents your brand. When you ignore people, that represents your brand. And so I'm offering you a free 15-minute assessment. You don't have to take it. So after all my live videos, I always do that. I always open the door for free 15-minute assessment for individuals that might need help, after my presentations, after my lives. So on that note, guys, I am going to be going. I thank you all for tuning in. And I'll see you next time. And enjoy your vacation, your holiday vacation. Take care.